Hello boys and girls, it's me, Yoshi here, welcoming you back to my 100% playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. And in the last video, as you saw, we got basically a bunch of... oh yeah, we did Twilight Midna's Battle and Boss Challenge A-Rank Part 1. Now we're doing the second part, which is just the survival battles now. So yeah, same old song and dance here. I get to do this again. I honestly don't know how long this will take. So far, 20 minutes, somewhat sluggish at defeating bosses. It is possible, just playing so far. This special in particular helps me taking out the Ganon. She's kind of a mixed character so far. She's really good for AoE, so she doesn't really need to Magic Fountain as much. We'll still be using it every major battle just because Magic Fountain plus Bombo's Fairy Magic is still extremely overpowered, and it's by far the best to get a lot of troops quickly. One thing I've also been trying to use more is the map. Any spots where there's a lot of red dots usually means there's a lot more enemies there than normal, so we want to try and focus on those areas if we want to really get the counts very quickly. Top of that is your ranged attack, or you can hit quite a few enemies from far, which can help out quite a bit. Let's do this right away. Hoping to get the other dude as well, but that's fine. We'll get this Dark Knight here instead. Okay, about halfway done with the A-Rank. Being bad again, and because I did that fast enough again, basically, not as if I missed the boss there. Well, we have anti-boss form here now, so this is going to be a little bit faster. Honestly, certain characters are not really the best with, unless they have anti-boss form on. I'm going to make this guy do something away here. Just so that he doesn't get on later and get waste us even more time. Punch this guy in the face. So I guess this ghost tower, because yeah, it's basically a ghost. Alright, we don't have magic, so we're gonna have to do this first. I believe we need to go up here for the next part. We almost have enough. Okay, good enough. That was really fast. I'm trying to deal with Manhandle and at the same time here. Remember, we're trying to get rid of these guys first. Oh, there's Vanilla being annoying now. That's why you generally do them out first. Okay, out of the two bosses, there's probably one I can take out. It's been so hard. It's a specialist. Baby take care of the thing after they Alright, now we can just take out everything else before taking out the looks like we looped them out pretty nicely. This is just slightly faster. I count now it tells us that Serva has defeated Bruno. That was really on delay for that. As you might have noticed, the meshes system in this game is somewhat buggy occasionally. Sometimes it delays the animation for quite a while, and that was actually a bad delay. It's only now gonna start defeating Darkness. This is why we actually tried to defeat the first, by the way. If we don't, then it has to go through this. Defeated Darkdarulia, over and over again. For some reason, it does not spawn the next wave until it's done, and that is why you always want to clear out the Dark enemies first, so that hopefully the animations can start early. They also freeze whenever you use a special, hence why using specials actually kind of wastes a bit of time. Okay, that was good enough. Honestly, no matter what character it is, anti-boss formula is just so fun. They take very fast. Is it as fast as Boga? Probably not. It certainly seemed a bit slower. But the battle's over, thank goodness. All this winning was starting to get boring, after all. Not gonna lie, that's kind of how this build has been feeling right now. Except for the survival battles, which is interesting, this build does feel quite boring. Not gonna lie. Feels a bit too easy once you know what to do. Honestly, the rest of the game is more interesting. Go ahead and check out other videos if you're interested, because some of those are probably better. Oh, well, and then again, though, this whole is pretty good. It's just check out the other videos. There'll be a lot more action in them. That's what I'm saying, but I guess if you're watching this now, I guess you're expecting me to see the end, so of course, yeah, we'll keep doing it. I will admit, though, making these videos is at least interesting. We can kind of see the different strategies of how each character handles different scenarios, which I guess works out really well. Alright, this one, we're not going to even waste it. We're just going to go right for it, using the magic right off the start. Go right to take it down. Alright, bar built up. Yeah, of course, because we still have to do a few other stuff. Let's go over here now. A few more troops here. So we didn't do our treasure here. Let's make up for it by using it now. Because if you only wanted doing this a lot, it's because this is. If anybody's new to this, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm using fairy magic a lot, that's because it's by far the easiest way to find troops with the characters who are not the best. Not saying that the character is just the range on the fairy magic is so massive compared to everything else in the game that it's honestly faster to use that over using normal attacks. It's a bit sad, honestly, because like this wasn't even in the game originally. It was only added in a bit more later, and it's pretty broken, as you can see. You can just get nails whenever you want. I'm ready for him. There we go. That's done. I think you'll defeat me, isn't it? Oh, that's right. Yeah, if it's in prison or something else, but... By the way, don't even try Extreme Crush on the prison. It does not even work. You have to go really far to have him show up. Might be easier to just for a bit. Wait for him to come up naturally. Since we have to prison get out, of course, it's gonna take a lot longer. Wait. So, we probably needed to use a special, but I think last time I did, the prison actually got up during the middle of my special. That is actually why I'm not using special, by the way, because I feel like the prison just gets up immediately whenever I try to do it. We'll go ahead and defeat these guys right away. There's the 1,000 enemies message. Expected. Out of sheet there. You're important enough for me to notice that you got defeated there. It's clearly what I'm trying to say there. Just gonna use the easy way, hard way. Just go here and these guys first. Any troubles. This is actually a bit slower than doing it the other method, but yeah. Too into it now to back down. Honestly, probably the best that you can do is start on either the far right of this guy or start to just kind of make your way over from there. Oh, this is Midna. She's already here. She's doing nothing, she might do the... Okay, never mind. Take him on. Ow! Got this. Drock, stop running away like a coward. There we go, I found the word. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on. Whenever they forget about me, I'm gonna call them a coward for running away. They should know that I'm right next to their face. I guess they have the right to run away from the Princess of Twilight, because they know how powerful they are. Come to think of it, yeah, our doctor's a boss of Twilight Midna, right? So, yeah. I think they'd be afraid of Twilight Midna, maybe, to run, so maybe they're doing a sensible thing by actually running away. You know who's not running away, though? This Dark Archer. We're gonna take him out right away. Damn. No escape for you this time, Mr. Dark Ardrock. Now let's take out these Goombas and be on a merry way. We're gonna have a special, we'll have to die. Since we do not have our attack, we'll have to use our normal special first instead. As you might have guessed, try and minimize a lot on her bark being completely filled, because that's how she does her strongest attack. But at the moment, jeez, we did so much damage. He's already in phase 2, but I don't want to see. For those of you who don't know, Goma's actually not random. If you do not get her under a certain point, she will always do the same animation each time. As long as you know where you're positioned, will always be that attack where she does the laser beam every time. However, If you get her under 50% health, she'll do other stuff instead. I think I must have done a lot of damage with Failures, and somehow we down to 50% already. It just shows you how powerful anti-boss formula really is. Anyway, I'm gonna do what I did the last time this time. I'm gonna wait until the last battle to do this, or maybe I could just do it in the next battle. I guess I just keep forgetting. But yeah, I am showing off all the victory animations again in case anyone missed them. If you are confused, there's probably also other videos on that topic as well. I just figured we're going through all this stuff. May as well show off everything. It's not true 100% technically if you skip too many of the cutscenes, if you don't see each cutscene at least once, right? That's important, right? Okay, enough of that. Let's go to... Oh. Again, we forgot to do the thing. I swear, sometimes I forget this quite a bit. We'll just... Because I'm not used to using anti-boss formula in these battles, it's a bit annoying when I keep forgetting about it and having to go to, just to use that and then actually do the battle. But believe me, it's important. These battles will lay up be really hard, or maybe not even be finished if in the right time if you don't have anti-boss formula. In fact, you'll definitely want that, especially on if you're like really under-leveled for these, because if you're under-leveled, good luck doing the survival battles. They're probably really hard without them. Pretty much any addition to the boss challenge can be made a lot easier with anti-boss formula. Highly recommended for beginners who are struggling with this challenge. Anyway, from that, let's go over here and we'll just go straight to this. Realized each character has a different attack when they pull in someone with the hook shot, which is kind of interesting considered. It's kind of weird that the hook shot of all things is interesting. It is. I'm not saying that to be weird. I just find it's nice. And if you're wondering, yes, that's kind of a trick. Normally these guys will pretty much be invincible when they're in the air, but if they do, you can just use to make them constantly go back down, even when they're not doing their big attack, and that's the only time you really want to use items against them. Although, a lot of the other abilities have different effects, like clearing straight up stuns the enemies. The shot will pull them closer to you, and if you target it correctly, it can hit weak points as well, which can help out a bit. But generally, it doesn't do as much damage. Normal attack that you would do normally. Oh great, now we get to face our rival, Zant. That's right, we're Midna this time, so now we get to face off against our rival, Zant. Speaking of which, we better do this quickly, because I believe because we are facing Zant, we get an extra boost time that's even longer once we start taking Zant's here, so we better do this as quickly as possible, and probably for that reason not using specials for a bit. So we'll start by first. So even if we have to like use two so you know that, it's still better than doing nothing. Let's see. Alright, now we get to see what happens when we wait. See, I knew it. By the way, I knew it. That's why I was not doing that longer. I honestly should have waited a bit longer, too, because, yeah, as you can see, we have to watch Twilight, Midna calls Zant a sniveling weakling each time. This cannot be skipped, by the way. This is automatic because we are playing this quite a bit, so I guess this wastes a little bit of time. Okay, well, at least it cut out a little bit of it. It's still annoying having to wait for all those animations to play out. So, okay, I guess I didn't waste this much as I initially thought, but even then, as you can see, I meant it clearly when I said the message system is kind of bugged in this game. If you have something else happening, but you finish the wave, you won't move on to the next wave until all the messages are cleared out. That's also why you want to try to generally time, say, 1,000 and 2,000 kills especially, respectively, just before you would normally finish the wave. Or long before it, like at the start of the wave. Alright. Whoa, he just blocked it entirely. Sometimes we can get into it, but I don't know why. Sometimes the headshot just misses entirely. A little weird, but... And I don't usually use it on these enemies very often. Too late now, we'll go ahead and get that right away. We got that done. Yeah, you know what? Let's take out our drop first since he's right next to us. The recon soldier will actually go right to us, so we could probably skip having him. Come to us instead. Go fast enough. I just need to defeat this last dude and we're done. Just a dark visible. There's nothing else to see here, really. Oh, there we go. We're done with that. Now we get to face the real Zant. That one was just a darker color. Now we get to real Zant. This is gonna be very interesting, I'll say. Goes. Midna's still probably gonna win, but see what happens. Bait him a bit over because we don't want to start magic. Cowers nothing. That's all it has. Your power should be nothing compared to Midna's, actually. This far at least. Like, those words right away, Master Zant. See, even Midna agrees. He's a sibling weakling. Story on. There we go. You. Alright, I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did before. I'm gonna just take out Giriam right away. So why we're doing this is because Giriam's attacks after he hits the feet could be longer than the other. So we want to make sure we defeat him right away. So if we're getting an animation start right away, we might save that. Sorry there, he just said, Hockey Bit should give you a slow amigo. That would take long, especially if we defeated him last. So we try to defeat him first because that animation can play out a bit sooner. Of course, we could still get times from these. Unfortunately, these are a bit more random. There's not much you can do about it. You just kind of have to pass. Since we have so much AoE, getting that should be pretty easy for the most part. Oh, since I'm already here, I guess. Sure, we'll use one of these and just attack Zartan right now. Because, as you know, due to the animation thing, we definitely want to get that started as soon as possible. Thankfully, both of the bosses are dark bosses this time around. Oh my gosh, geez, Zat, could you not destroy me, please? Trying to... I think they all did immunity attacks just now. So my ability only hit Lily, one of them. That was sad. Okay, now we defeated him. Now we get to see they are called Santa Civilly Weekly. It just goes right through him anyway, so it's like, it doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to backflip Mr. Got. There we go. I like how he's still doing that, even though we're just now moving on to Dark Goma. And that is why I went for that right away, by the way, because otherwise, all these voice lines would still be going through. Because it has to go for each one at a time. And then, Mr. Golem Silly Weekly, and only then later can we actually get through. And I go now of all times the 2,000 through. Really on so far. I'll just do this now, why not? I have to do this at some point. I think we're magic fighting now. Good enough. Ganon did not do the Chi attack, so that was pretty good. Give him what's coming. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and watch the picture animation this time. Alright. Surprisingly, we got through that a lot faster than I expected. Oh, because we're starting to learn how to do these battles a bit more. As we learn more things, we do the battles a lot faster. Anyway, Zant has been cleared out of our minds. Maybe let's focus on the task at hand, which is taking out the last survival battle as well. Okay, let's do it. We're almost halfway gone with our common items, but that's fine. We still have a ton. We should be able to easily make it to the next part. Still going to be getting others back as well, so I think saving them for now was pretty much the perfect timing. Alrighty, let's go here. They should be fine now. Ready for you this time, mate. Just in time, too. Okay, we can at least beat this bad. If you get hit by the other attack, you'll take a decent bit of damage, especially in this mode, but at least you can attack right after. Just that enemy does a lot. We need to be more careful not to get hit by everything, you know? Mobilize attacks. I think this is our character. We're probably just gonna wanna decide either doing this or attacking, waiting for them to try and immobilize attack. Interrupting them, then immediately right section them. As you can see, sometimes they are cheap. Even after you stun them, they can do it 2 times in a row for their reason. That is why the V-Deck is one of my least favorite enemies in the game. You literally just waste your time with all the mobilizing in the world. It's just extremely annoying to deal with. It's also why it is. I used to constantly get KO. Well, the other enemies could potentially do more damage. That's a lot of rebeds that attacks don't attack you at all. I still think they're more annoying because often you'll just get hit by other attacks instead. Comas aren't that bad at all. Same strategy we've been doing this time. And so far, Twilight Midna has been balanced so far. What I mean by balanced, I mean she takes out the giant bosses at least in a fair time, but her main strength is the AoE, not necessarily. I'm just gonna suck her this. Because you might have noticed, I'm not using my specials as much here, because we're trying to use our save them for later. Go ahead and take out for a while. I just realized that's always a knockback attack, so even if they're doing an attack, you'll still be able to hit them. Gosh, they're both doing it at the same time. We both stunned them at the same time. That was hilarious. Well, I hit that one so far, it kind of flew there for a second. It's not what I wanted though. We want a weak point session. Resisting attack. I think they just have so much that they're resisting it. Alright. Okay, I think just now. I think it took a really long time for that just now. That's why the save showed up right away. What if we just used magic on them? That could work. But I think I'd rather do this first. Maybe wait. I've never thought of how fast we can think about just using magic plus in sessions. Although this animation is really fun. Unless we get noise, there's no reason to do it. Alright. Who's next who's ready for the next? I wonder. Take out this first. You next. Hard drop. One combo was still better than nothing. case you haven't noticed, the normal giant bosses are actually more annoying than their dark counterparts, because their dark counterparts with Fountain Plus are just really easy. And then when you don't do that, they're really hard. So it's kind of a weird balance. Doesn't make sense at all, but so anyways, these parts obviously are supposed to be more annoying because you cannot deal with them the same way by like knocking them to the ground. You have to actually defeat them one at a time first. And that's what makes them kind of tedious. Okay, got that one in one attack, which is nice. Well, since this is going to take a while, we could probably use this. About the time it takes that animation to pop up. And perfect, it actually timed itself in a way where the magic will just barely go out. By the way, I swear I had less HP. I think we must have killed at least a few times. Because I haven't had to worry about nope, I'm ready for that. Honestly, we should probably just wait for them to do it and then do it again a couple of times until they're defeated. That seems to be the fastest way to take them out. They don't have the best range. Because they have so many attacks you can punish. It's pretty easy to do so once you know what you're doing. So this is probably the fastest way to take them out with most characters. It's one of the easier captains to weak point smash, but very annoying to deal with otherwise. So it makes them so annoying. I timed that perfectly. I should be able to go. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We took him out right there. Perfect. Right there. Stood right away. There, we can finish them off. You don't have to wait completely. Now. Okay, like we want to take out Nox right away, because Goma's more annoying, actually. Found out the hard way, trying to take out bosses, but also on a focus fire at the same time is simply not going to work. So you want to almost always go for this, especially in this scenario, when they can just hit you multiple times in quick succession, being able to do much. Okay, this time around though, I need to remember to actually go over here. Not even enough. We probably should have defeated this first, not, but now that we remembered, we'll do that. This is the safer way of doing this battle, but it also is more annoying. It means you have to wait for all these animations being defeated to finish before we can go to the next part. I just took out a bubble in the time it took for him to finish. There we go. I should be able to do this. Ooh, just in time. He was about, that marble was about to smash me right there, and we barely defeated him in time there before it happened. Oh yeah, I just read. We need to do this as well. Oh, that was perfect. That guy was just about to attack me as I did that. Remember, you can get multiple captains like that. It helps out a lot. You know, give him the 1-2 punch. Giving them the 1-2 punch there, as you can see. Nice. Now, who's up for the next baby? Certainly, Twil Midna is. Clearly, that's the case here. That's fine, I'll just do this now. Feels kind of interesting when they are not using their bow arms. I'm not gonna lie, but see it so many times. When you see them do anything other than that attack, you just get confused. Like, did you forget, dude? Okay, whoa, that was really fast. They appeared almost instantly there. Well, looks like we're defeating the Dongle first. It's right in my face. Not going to roly-poly me, mister. This is more annoying attack, obviously, as he keeps around, making you have to constantly chase him down. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, he fell behind me, so I didn't even hit him. Oh, but he did anyway. Defeated him right away. So we'll go ahead and show you the fourth now, so we can get that out of the way. Okay, so from the looks of it, if we can help it due to the captain, and as you say, we probably are better off just doing this first. Because if we could defeat them first and then save a boss for last, that means there's no chance of us having to wait around for them to finish their animations. But at the same time, when the enemies come to you, you don't really have much of a choice in matters. Point it'd be more like you want to take out who's closer. Okay, so I don't mean to pick up magic right there, but that's fine. At least we got the re-dead right away. There you go. Gone. Apparently she has something she needs to do. Apparently. That's the case here. You first, so we're not doing any extra damage to us. Good. Alright, let's try and focus on Sia next if we can. Oh, I was ready for that. By the way, if you can time that special right as they're about to attack, you can just get them immediately, which is really nice. It's kind of tough to time, but if you can get it across right, it looks amazing, especially on the ground list immediately. Okay, get rid of you first. Get rid of Dark Art Drop because you straight up try to go away when we use our special. Get see a split. Gosh, if you get a split, you can split whenever. There we go. I'm wondering why Sia wasn't splitting. She wasn't listening to me. Maybe she didn't hear my plea. Clearly that's what happened. Also, yeah. don't have a target anymore because our driver just kind of got annihilated there. Oh, there's their big ability. That's the ability, by the way, one of my commentaries was talking about. You can use that ability and that makes her more powerful. In the enemy's case, it makes her uninterruptible in battle. So if you try and do any feint, she'll straight up be like she's not even there. I just realized. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Lily even said to myself, I need to take out the captains first. I cannot leaving a captain last because of that voice line that could sometimes happen. So we want to make sure we defeat them first. Oh, but it didn't matter anyway. Nothing played out. There we go. So like that one's always fast. Okay, alright, we're almost done now. We just have the last battle now. Alright, Ganon, and he's very... Oh wait, what am I doing? Yeah, let's just do this. In case you haven't noticed, Ganon has a really long attack. It takes forever to complete, but if you extreme crush him, he will block the attack, but then he'll become able to, again, until that setup is completed, Ganon won't even take damage nor be defeated right away. It's really annoying, honestly. Just in time before I was able to do anything. Okay, so yeah, but let's not let it go to our heads. Alright. That was easy enough. I guess it was a bit tricky, because yeah, this is the last battle. Even just with Twil and Midna, we cut out 2 minutes by not having to do all those extra attacks. Knowing the right pattern of how to do this fast helps out a ton, I will say that much. Anyway, getting more bronze materials for using our anti-boss formula, which is nice. Even just compared to our normal times, like before we had 18, 60-minute weird times, and now we're regularly getting almost 60-minute times, or under 60 minutes, which are nice. Anyways, as you can see though, clearly, we did Battle and Boss Challenge A rank now with Twilight Midna, and now in the next video, when the time comes, we're gonna do Young Link's challenge battle, which is gonna be exciting, because I actually really like Young Link, because he's gonna be different, because we actually have to use Focus Spirit and all of that. That actually will make it a bit tougher though, because knowing when to use that is going to be tricky, but because we can get so much magic from just our abilities, we may not even need Magic Fountain, so we could probably just use his own abilities to get fairy magic and just use it that way. We'll still need to do a lot of attacks to make that happen, of course, but it is really useful, so yeah. It's probably going to be the funnest character yet. Till then, see you guys later though. Cut, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.